Today, I have some powerful information to help you not quit in your trading. Hello, this is Jason E, and welcome to the Trading and Ascension YouTube channel, which is a spinoff the Trading and Ascension Podcast. Today, I have a powerful topic. It's on not quitting. Also can be a sensitive topic. We all know the stats, right? Numerous numbers of people quit all the time in trading, right? Up to 85, 90%. And a lot of times we hear people say, don't quit. And are people quitting because they're not successful, or are they not successful because they quit? A lot of times the only information as a deterrent to not quitting is success, right? But that's not enough, because you're not going to have success and you need to persevere until you reach that success. So I want to provide a powerful tool, and it's understanding your learning curve. And I want to give an example. Let's say you got a bucket, right? I don't know if you ever drove a bucket. Used to have some back in high school. But a bucket, is a car, hoopty, you may call it. That might be a little dated, but it's a car that it works well, but you have to know how to work it, right? So you may need to pour Coca-Cola on the battery every couple of months. Every time you take a trip across town, you may need to replenish some of the fluids, right? The gas hand may be broke, so you may have to fill it up and reset the mileage counter, right? And keep track of that. So it's going to work, but you have to know what's going to happen so you don't end up on the side of the road. Now, when we understand our learning curve, we can avoid being on the side of the curve and quitting in our trading. Right? And so this is how it helped me. So I figured out two major things. One, I figured out through human design. I'll talk a tad bit about that in a second. I figured out that my unaligned emotion is frustration. If I'm experiencing frustration, out of all the gamut of emotions, I know that that's a sign. That's a red flag that I am not aligned with my highest self. I'm not on the best path towards reaching my goals. Right? So that's a flag. Now, knowing that and also knowing my learning curve has been tremendously helpful. Your learning curve is the pattern in which you take and apply information. All right. Now, we'll talk about how to find that, but let me tell you how I use this. So I know for me, outside of frustration, I excel quickly when I'm new to something. I plateau off, I excel again, I plateau off, and so forth, right? So that's my pattern. So once I found that out, I started to look back. I started to notice, okay, you know what? I saw this pattern in my jobs. I saw this pattern in school. I saw this pattern in sports, right? So this information about myself helped me better navigate the trading journey, because I knew, okay, if I'm in a plateau in my trading after that explosion and things have kind of leveled off, I can take some different actions and not beat myself up, not be tempted to give up and to quit. All right. So, hey, I'm in a plateau. Then I need to study and figure out what were the lessons I learned from the last plateau. I need to recharge. I need to make sure I'm plotting and planning and game planning for this next explosion that will come. All right. So I can take a different mindset and stay encouraged. Now, you may start slow at things, right? And then pick up and, after, a certain amount of time, then you have an explosion. You may learn a little bit and then have to take a break and then learn a little bit more. Whatever it is, when you know this about yourself, you're going to be able to navigate that and adhere to it. So you have two paths with that information. Like I said, you can adhere to it or you could try to change it. Now, I would suggest adhering to it. One, because if you can see the pattern throughout your whole life, it's something natural. Changing it is change off into the wilderness. You may end up down a personal development path. When you have a clear, concise goal, the obstacle is the way. So you want to only attack things that are on the way to your goal, right? That's how you can grow. And that's also how you can stay focused and not become, just a growth guru, but you're actually growing in ways that you can implement to be better in your life and in your business or your venture, such as trading. All right. So how do you find this out? First off, look back at things that you've done. Look back at relationships, look back at courses you've taken, coaching you've taken, look back at past jobs, and see what was it like? What were the 6 months like? Did you get off to a fast start? Did you get off to a slow start, right? Were you frustrated and quit at a certain point in some of these things, right? Understanding that is going to give you a huge advantage in knowing thyself and being able to navigate the goal journey. So you're not like, the bucket example, you're not sitting on the side of the road because you ran out of fuel. All right. So you can encourage yourself with this self-knowledge. Now, another thing you can do is check out human design. Now that's the long path, right? I would say reflecting on that, I did both, right? I learned some things about myself in human design, which if you don't know it, it's a modality of basically self-knowledge. It's something that talks about how you can navigate the world based on who you are versus just this is who you are, right? Which can be limiting information when you're looking at like astrology or, whatever you're into. I don't know. So I like things that don't tell me, oh, you're this person, right? Because I don't want to be that person tomorrow. I want to keep growing as a person. So things that tell me, okay, this is how you can engage with the world. Then I can take that information, I can implement it, I cannot feel limited, right? So that's the big difference. So you can check that out. So once I found out that information, I was able to pair that with experience in my life, right? And real data from my life, right? I always talk about the scientific approach on the show, taking information, making the hypothesis for what you think is going to happen, testing it, taking notes and journaling, right? Being the biggest witness of your reality and owning your experience here on this planet. And then I was able to say, okay, I can see these patterns here and I could adhere to it. Knowing yourself is going to keep you from quitting. It's going to keep you encouraged, and it's going to keep you moving forward through the seasons of life, through the emotions, through the challenges, and through whatever life is going to throw at you, right? I know if you have a good game plan, you don't quit, you can be successful as a trader. And I want that for you. So that is it. Check out and if you want some human design information, if you're into that, I'll put a link in the description of some places you can go and get some information on that, just to help you know more about yourself. Listen to the podcast every Sunday and Thursday. We'll be starting season 5 here pretty soon. You can catch it on any major platform, Spotify, Pandora, Apple, iHeartRadio. You can speak it into Alexa. You'll find some great growth and things about the personal and spiritual growth journey of day trading, which is all we focus on this channel. Please like, please subscribe. And here's to being the hero of your story.